Hi, my name's Mark, one of the pastors here at Trillium. Came across a story about a guy named John Skolinos. He was a college baseball coach, kind of revered in the community, and he was giving a speech at a baseball convention, and he was talking about the importance of home plate in baseball, how it was the standard for pitchers. Whether it was little league ball or college ball, high school ball, minor league ball, major league ball, they all use the same standard, a 17-inch home plate. And what they do in baseball when a pitcher doesn't seem to be able to get the ball over the plate, the one thing they don't do is they don't make the plate bigger. That standard stays the same. The pitcher has to conform himself or herself to the standard of the plate. And what they don't say is, oh, Jimmy, you can't hit the plate at 17 inches, so we're going to make it 18 or 19. How about we make it 20? If you can't hit 20, we'll make it 25 inches. And Skolinos was talking about how it was important to keep these standards whole, not to torment them or change them. We need to conform ourselves to the standards, not change the standards to ourselves. And it got me thinking about how this applies in a spiritual sense. The Bible says at the very beginning, in the Genesis chapter 1, that we are made in the image of God. The divine stamp has been put on us. We are to conform ourselves to the truth of the divine image. It precedes everything else. It precedes our physical existence. It precedes our gender or sex identification. It precedes everything. It shapes everything. And the story of the Bible is, in essence, how we spend our lives moving against the grain of our spiritual nature. Like, imagine a piece of wood. If you rub your hand with the grain, you're not likely to get many splinters. But if you rub your hand against the grain, you're going to get lots of splinters in it. If you don't want splinters in your hand, don't rub against the grain of the wood. And if we don't want splinters in our lives, what I call soul splinters, that's when we feel depressed or anxious or deflated, a sense of meaninglessness, anxiety. If we don't want to have those kinds of experiences, then we got to be careful not to move our life against the grain of our spiritual nature, which we call the divine image. That's the standard. That's the 17-inch home plate that pitchers conform themselves to. We need to conform our life practices so that we're moving with the grain of our spiritual nature, not against it. Now, people will ask me, well, what is that standard? What is the divine image? Show me the divine image so that I can understand how I need to conform my life to it. And that poses a bit of a problem because I can't show it to you. I can't show you the same way I could show you an appendix or a gallbladder or my finger or something physical in the universe. It precedes all physicality. It shapes physicality, but it is not itself a physical thing. Again, it's one of these challenges. We have to infer its existence by its effect in our environment, in our inner life, in our outer life. How are things working for us? I've learned the hard way of what it means to continually run against my spiritual nature. I get these soul splinters, and I spend my life trying to take these soul splinters out. The ways that I go about hurting myself because I keep trying to run against the truth of who I am. And so I've come to learn over the years for myself that I can begin to figure out what not to do. That's the wisdom of getting older. You begin to figure out what not to do with your life, and you begin to stop doing the things that hurt oneself. One of the lessons in A Course in Miracles I just did recently was, I will not hurt myself again today. In a sense, it's the same teaching. I infer and understand my divine image by learning what not to do so that I can do ultimately what I need to do to move in unison or conformity to my divine nature, to the grain of my life, my truth. I've been doing this little mantra in my head. I will not hurt myself again today. I will not hurt myself again today. I will not run against the grain of my spiritual nature. I will not run against the truth of who I am as a spiritual being. I will not hurt myself again today. It actually works. I've been amazed at how impactful that little mantra in my head has been going on. I will be in conformity with the truth of who I am. I will move in the direction of the grain of my spiritual nature, and I will find peace.